Hello.
What's up? How is everybody doing? We're doing a virtual tasting with you. This is for Old North State Winery. We do it every Thursday down here in the barrel room. And we do 4 wines. And for those of you that can't be with us, we do a 2-wine pickup pack. And these are the 2 wines that you should have in your bag with your delicious treats that Chef prepares every single week. Well, what can I say? We never repeat the same wine, so it's always an adventure.
Always an adventure. Always an adventure.
And that's a great thing about wine is there's a never-ending material, never-ending exploration.
And there's so much left.
Yes,
We don't
haven't
have enough
scratched the
lifetime. We
surface.
don't have enough lifetimes.
So we better double down.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Listen,
No time to waste.
And you don't have to waste precious time with this twist off either.
Because you can, you're never trapped.
Right.
That's what I do. You ever get anxiety, like you be trapped somewhere with wine and you don't have your tools?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Twist off don't give you that anxiety.
No,
And anxiety will shorten your life.
That's right. We don't need that. We need longevity so we can drink more wine. All right, so this is a beauty. It's a grape I don't even know that we've done here for our tasting. Gewürztraminer, one of my favorite German grapes. It's from Villa Wolf. This is an Ernst Lausen production. If you don't know Ernst, he's was the winemaker of the decade of the 1990s. He's one of the most important winemakers in Germany, in the world, and also one of the most important importers as well. So he's not only
He's not a homer.
right, he's taking care of other wineries as well. One of the greatest people I've ever got to meet in the wine industry. And I hope if you ever get a
He is
chance.
very generous with his time with you.
Oh, yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
when you've had the
He's all
good
about that.
fortune to see him. I mean, he's just so great. I mean, one of the most important people in the world. You never know it. He's just,
Oh yeah.
hey, come on
Yeah,
over.
let's hang out and
talk
drink
about
and talk about wine. Of course, German wines are predominantly, they're dominated by whites in terms of our American consumption for sure. And I think probably most everyone has had a German Riesling. Gewürztraminer has so many of those same attributes that Riesling has, but with a very much less of the acidity that comes with Riesling. And for some people, that's a blessing. Not everyone can handle the intensity of Riesling, and that's why people tend to lean towards, not all people, but some people lean towards the sweeter Rieslings, is because sugar balances the acidity. Chris and I, of course, we do a lot of dry Rieslings at the chef's table because of that. We want that acidity. We're not looking for some kind of sugar balance. We're looking for, fine wine balance, I guess, probably the best way to put that. But if you're looking for something that has all those aromatics and tropical fruits, just so much, it just goes on and on, everything, the melons, the stone fruit, things like honeysuckle. I mean, there's just a never-ending description of this.
Honeysuckle all day on this.
Yeah.
And certainly the green melon.
Yes, honeydew.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
Yep.
Kiwi maybe.
If that's something, yeah. And also, I always get a little bit of the terroir here. There's certainly minerality that is driven from that German soil. And, what can I say? It's summertime. Well, should be soon. Spring, technically, but it doesn't feel like it. A little on the chilly
It's
side.
a little cruel if you ask me. It's warm for about 30 minutes. And
Yeah.
It was bitter this morning.
Frosted.
Actually, it made me bitter.
Well, you can certainly, you're going to get such intense fruit here that it comes across as sweet, but this is not a sweet wine. It's just the intensity of fruit and a nice kind of chalky finish on here from the minerality. Maybe
Delicious.
maybe a little kiwi in there.
You know it.
Little
So
lychee.
refreshing.
There's so much going on here. Just a really pretty wine. This could be a porch sipping wine, of course. I happen to like it with all kinds of cheeses, salads, veggies, seafood.
Oh, it can run the gamut.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's so much to enjoy about Gewürztraminer, and It's one of those grapes that is classic in the sommelier world. It's very important in the sommelier world to know this wine because it does have a unique profile that really does stand out from all the other wines of the world. And I think it's important for everybody to get a taste of it and understand how you can use it in your cuisine when you have guests that come over. You know, let's say you got someone that, hey, I only drink sweet wine. Well, here's a great chance to guide them towards dry because this is, most people would say this is a sweet wine.
I would say that, and it's funny because I mean you certainly explained it very well. You know, it is the fruit, but you know the honey, it all just comes across as sweet, even though it doesn't finish with that processed feel.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that granular sugar profile, but it, you know, I think processed sugar has ruined our palates from how wonderful and naturally sweet fruit and carrots and pears and you know all these things really are, that you don't have to enrich or encase something in sugar for it to be sweet, and this is just what sugar is supposed to be like, natural sugar.
Right. There still is a really nice structurally sound acidic level here that is mouth-watering. So even though it's far less acidic than Riesling, it still has great balance with the acidity in this. So what a great value! Another under $20 wine that really delivers.
Especially with this gorgeous bottle. I mean, what a presentation!
Very classy, typical of that area for sure. And something that, like I said, it could be a way to unite, you know, the dry and the sweet drinkers over one bottle of wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How good would this?
Everybody wins.
We did this with the goat cheese over at the chef's table, and that was a huge hit.
Scallop, morels, pea, the ash goat from Goat Lady. There's some notes on there too.
Yeah, that shooter. Yeah, the salty contrast
Huge hit
to the fruit.
Huge hit.
And of course, well, the natural sweetness of the scallop really plays well up this. Yeah, you know, it has a voluptuousness to it, you know, kind of a richness, umami.
Great, rich, and which lends it so well to the cheese.
Yep. So, Chef, what are you planning on doing for the pairing here?
Well, I really want to do some lemon shrimp, and I think that it's a little wine poached shrimp with some fresh lemon and green onion. I think that would be lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Get a little bite there at the end to kind of carry it through. So, I mean, I think the lemon is going to accentuate the citrus on this quite well without competing.
Yeah, I agree, Chef. That would be nice. Yeah, there's definitely citrus in here. It's just, there's so many other things going on.
There's so much happening there. I mean, we can keep rattling them off. I really want to try this with that Cotton Bell cheese from Boxcar. Because, I mean, that is such a buttery cheese. I think that all the fruit would pair well with it.
It's almost like I'm getting, I don't know how many fruits we've already listed, but I'm just going to start adding some more. Like a tangerine, kumquat kind of thing going in there too.
Absolute tangerine. I'm with you. I haven't had a kumquat in a long time. I need to have one again so I can put that back into my repertoire because I don't really remember. Almost a guava maybe? Are those similar?
No, it's guava. I think falls more kind of like on the passion fruit side of things.
Fruit.
Where kumquat's kind of like it falls more in the orange and tangerine family.
Mrs. Wishart puts down about 30 tangerines a week, which is why,
That's why
immediately picked up on that.
That's why she's healthy.
Somebody's has to be.
Yeah. It is not me.
Or is it not me?
But anyway, we must continue the good fight. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Isabel, 16.
16.
Yeah.
16. We had a good time yesterday. Our week's been a bit upside down, so it wasn't the birthday celebration we wanted or what she deserved, but we made the best out of it. We went and got a bunch of plants, and we put together lots of pots and planted those and put those all around the room, and got a bunch of other standalone. We did, not only did we do the mixtures, but we also got some standalone stuff, and so she was thrilled with that. Went to Starbucks, and we made a nice cake and made her this trash dinner that she loved so much. She wanted a mac and cheese bar, so I made these big pans of like 7 cheese mac and cheeses, and I did some sausages and broccoli and mushrooms and ham, and that was kind of like the toppings.
Right.
Verde. Thank you, by the way. And we ate that and then cake, and no one could breathe for the rest of the
Yeah.
night.
Miserable,
So it was
yeah.
great, but she had a big time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Glad everybody could get
Delighted.
together.
Well, we didn't get everybody together, but that's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Okay. Well, let's move on to this beautiful red. This is from Luzon. Of course, we've had a lot of Luzon over the last many years. We love all the things Luzon. One of my favorite Spanish producers. This is their Altos. It is a monastell from Jumilla. Jumilla is known for monastell. That is their specialty. If you don't know monastell, well, it's the 3rd most widely planted grape in Spain. And now keep in mind that Spain has more acres of vine than any other country in the world. So if you're telling me that the country that has the most vines, this is their 3rd most popular red grape, you might want to think about understanding why you're not drinking it, because there's a massive amount of this being produced. And obviously they know wine, otherwise there wouldn't be so much wine planted there, right? So this, of course, this is also known as Mourvedre in France. Now in France, you have the great GSMs that Chef Chris and I love so much. You know, the Chateauneufs, the Côte d'Aroms.
All the things.
Yeah, all the things that we love. But Mourvedre is just like the 3rd blend down, which is great, don't get me wrong. We love it in that presentation, but if you want to know what that grape's capable of, you go to southeastern Spain, and then you'll get what is a really fascinating version of the grape. I can just tell you, I know the lighting isn't great down here, but this is dark.
Splitting.
So, yeah, it's a darkness that gives the GSM blends color. You know, that's part of its purpose in the blend. You know, it's a beast of a grape. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, just let's come to terms with that. It's a big boy.
It is.
But it's also elegant. This has seen plenty of oak, to mention not only the bigness of the varietal itself, but then you add that oak aging where you're picking up even more tannins and more spices and vanilla and all of that added
Tons
to.
of spice and vanilla.
Yeah. Once you get your nose on this glass, you're going to understand how much oak is that's on it right away.
And it's a very creamy oak. You know, it is not a astringent, charred. I mean, it is delightful.
Bone dry, high alcohol, super intense. This would be great with all your big stuff. You know, if you're talking about big steaks, big barbecue, things that are intense. Lamb, I think, would be a great.
Boy. You betcha. The lamb.
Even some of that really high-end game like duck, things that are they're more intense.
Yep.
I think would work well here because you have incredible fruit here, but it is a very dry fruit. It's my kind of fruit.
This has a lot happening. It's hard to, much like the Gewürz, you know, there's going to be layers as this opens up, and the descriptions are going to continue to
Absolutely.
to really evolve. It's outstanding.
So if you're looking for a big red, boy, you've got it right in your glass right now. Also, you know, like I said, very high alcohol, not surprisingly so. I mean, if you think about the amount of ripeness that these grapes can achieve on the coast of Spain, you know, we're talking about you're not far from Africa. You know, Algeria is not very far away. It's just across that small strip of water that runs in between Spain and Africa. So we are very, very far south. Lots of ripeness, and you can taste it. You can taste the intense sun. There's almost a raisined flavor.
Yeah, it's a sun-drenched area for sure, and the grapes are very, very happy there and happy to soak up that sunshine. And, you know, they don't get terrible droughts, but I mean, you know,
It's dry,
But
yeah.
it's dry.
Yeah. So, you know, all the things that make up a delicious wine, you know, dark skinned grape, intense sunshine, low amount of, like no humidity and very little precipitation. All those things combined, plus centuries of winemaking skill set, and then, well, you know, the addition of oak barrels on top of that is it's just really great. And again, you're looking at a wine under $25. It's just
The value of Spain. The
giant.
value of Spain
Wine.
continues to just baffle me.
Yeah.
I mean, how they're, well, of course, you know, we talked about this before too, but when you're not paying for the land, you know, you're paying for the crop.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you can sell, when you're talking about vineyards that have been in families for generations, you know,
Yeah.
you're not making a land payment.
Right. And yeah,
You're not paying off, you know, like people in other newer areas where you're coming in and buying established land that costs, you know, millions of dollars an acre or what have you. I mean, they're building that into the price of the wine instead of just that year's efforts.
Absolutely.
And so you're getting what would normally be a $75 bottle of wine. You're just paying for the quality of the juice, not for all the peripheral stuff.
Absolutely. You know, Napa comes to mind. It's go crazy expensive. You know, it's like by the square inch, you know, that you buy land in that area. And because it is so, you know, so dry there, it's so, you know, it's got the cool diurnal shift from day to night, so you retain acidity. These are all important things. And of course, when you're in desert-like regions, you will get a lot of coolness in your evenings because there's, you know, there's nothing to retain heat during the evening. So that gives you a nice cool night. I mean, that's when my buddy Cliff, he moved out to
When
Arizona.
he moved out there, I
It
mean,
was
it just
110 during the day, but it was 40 or 50
40 or
at night.
50 at night, and just, you know, that's just, and that's, you think about all the agriculture that Arizona produces. I mean, they're like the breadbasket of America. They can produce, especially so many leafy things. You know, Arizona produces a surprising amount of lettuces and these sort of things, which you wouldn't think
Lemons.
you would be able to do in that environment because it's the cool nights that aren't even may wilt during the day.
Gives them a break.
Gives them a break, as opposed to just pushing through like in Florida. My gosh,
Yeah.
you know, of course they're an abundant grower too, but they're very specific
Right.
in what they can grow. So it's a, you know, it's a little different.
All right, hold on. Wow. And Chef, that's really doing it.
I'm telling you, that is.
So we didn't talk about food. What do you plan on doing on?
Well, we got a real treat here. We're doing a ribeye from American Butcher. Of course, American Butcher, we love featuring all manner of things from them, but this is first time we're test driving their ribeyes. Of course, upper 2/3 choice, very high end, amazing marbling and aging protocols there. So we're gonna get a delicious, melt in your mouth American beef.
That sounds
Yes,
fantastic.
it's going to be pretty special. We're going to maybe put a little caramelized onion and blue on that. I think it would be over the top.
The that fatty, almost greasiness to a ribeye would really benefit from this bone dry, intense red wine.
Absolutely, and the fruit and the fat, it's just the spice. Spice is going to love that fatty ribeye. It's going to be great. Well, a spicy wine like this, or spiced, excuse me, you know, you don't need to go over the top with seasonings on your meat too, because I mean, you're gonna have so much complexity in the wine. It's, again, when you're talking about, when Ed teaches us about the pairing aspect of it, you know, that's a big part of bringing the two together, where you're not trying to make something and go, good luck. You know, it's, you know, they're meant to go together. You can really think about these things when you're doing a pairing.
We've been really enjoying all the opportunities to pair that we've had lately, because, you know, we've had the lunches,
Oh, yeah.
we've had the
Been
Thursday
great.
nights, the Friday nights, Saturday nights, and then of course this Sunday we've got the big Elephant's Corner wine dinner.
We are a couple running over in the
Yeah.
pairing department.
Yeah,
We've been
it's fantastic.
midnight oil there, right?
Yeah. So,
Cheers.
cheers. Yeah, looking forward to more delicious things.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun Sunday supper.
Yeah.
You know, it's always great when we get the place to ourselves. We can really, you know, have a great time with the seating and the acoustics.
Yeah.
You know, when we're not competing
Right.
with the other things, both for noise and for attention.
Right.
So this is always great when we can just really focus and hammer on one thing. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see the names on the list of the people that are going to be
A
joining
lot
us.
of good friends.
Yeah, those people that get the wine experience are definitely signed up for this one. That's pretty exciting.
And boy, what a treat they're gonna have. Some just amazing wines lined up for this show. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so I think whenever we're done with this video, I'll be driving down to Winston to pick up those wines that Andy tried to deliver to us on Monday, but we were
A little hiccup.
we were dealing with some
We had some things.
stuff.
We had some stuff to deal with.
But we
But
will,
alas,
yeah.
it'll be ready. Maybe there'll be a screw cap or two in those cases.
So the ride back comes easier.
Well, I've been spending a lot of time in Winston lately. That ride's been fun. So,
Yeah, that traffic, hopefully that loop they build will help.
well, we'll be dead by the time they finish that. But you know, 3 generations from now, really gonna
They'll enjoy
appreciate
it.
that.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? It's cold now, but the warmth's coming. You got a couple of wines here that are really, what I would say, you know, springtime, summertime drinkers. Even though this is a big red, it's still very summery in flavor profile.
Especially around the grill.
All around
You know,
the grill.
You're
Yeah.
waiting. You're not gonna. You know, in summer, everything's a little later.
Mhm.
So, sun's going down, or at least it's behind the trees. You're
Yeah.
cooking some steaks, you're barbecuing. This is gonna fit right in. Before those sweltery, humid August nights.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so this will fit right in.
Absolutely. So hopefully y'all are enjoying these two, wherever you may be watching our video. If you're just watching our video and not drinking the wines, we appreciate the views as well. But you should
Absolutely.
get involved if
Always.
you can. We would love to have you taste along with us. And if you want to make any kind of comments, don't forget to share this video with some friends. It's not exactly high production, but we do have a good time.
Well, you know, hopefully it's more. The content should be more important. And we keep talking about it. One of these days we're going to step up our game, but hopefully the content is enough for now. Great wine, great conversation, knowledge, good food.
Yep, and remember, we do it every Thursday here in person at 6 p.m. downtown Mount Airy. If you can, come join us. It's very social, and everybody has a great time. And you have dinner afterwards. It's a great way to spend an
Great
evening.
way to spend
Get your weekend started early.
Absolutely.
See you guys next time.
Take care. Thank you for being here.